Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. If you are new, my name is Jojo Palacio, and on this channel we talk about all things beauty. Today we are headed out on a trip, and I figured I wanted to look vacation ready, vacation glam, but still every day. So I decided to do this look right here. As I'm going along, I am telling you guys why I'm doing what I'm doing, why I'm picking the colors that I'm picking, and I'm also making some suggestions as to what you can do when you're traveling and you're trying to figure out what makeup to take. So definitely watch the video, definitely subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. We have goals to get to 1,000 subscribers by 2021, and I post videos 3 times a week, Monday, Wednesday, and Saturday, every single week, content that's beauty related, from business owning to blogging to makeup to skincare. Everything that you want to know about beauty is talked about on this channel. So if you haven't subscribed, do so. And if you want to find out how to recreate this soft glam everyday, oh, it's so pretty look, then just keep on watching. Hi guys, good morning. I am so excited to be filming a video finally. I feel like I blogged and then I also recorded, what did I record? I don't know, but I don't think it was, oh, my skincare routine. But we're here filming a makeup. So I'm actually getting ready to head out of town, and I'm doing a little weekend getaway with my husband, and we're doing more blogging, but I wanted to do an everyday glam moment. Because you know when you're on vacation and you want to look like you're on vacation, but you want to look better than you do every single day? Anybody else? Like, you just want to look like one of those Fashion Nova Instagram models, you know? Like, just walking around living their best life. That's what we're going for today. So don't worry, it's easier than it sounds. So let's start with skin. Obviously, when I want to do something quick, when I want to like get through what I'm doing, we do skin first. So we are prepping the skin with skincare already being done. If you want to know how I prep my skin in the morning, I will link my skincare video right above this so that you can see it, because it's super quick and easy, but there are ingredients that you want to incorporate to your skincare so your skin looks luscious and hydrated, but your makeup lasts. That's really why we do what we do. So we are prepping the skin with these 2 primers. I am combination skin, so I love the Instant Pore Mattifying Primer by YSL in the center, and then I'll use the Urban Decay All Nighter Grip Primer to help me just keep my skin hydrated and hold on to all of that. So we're gonna take this guy right here. This is the NARS Soft Matte Complete Foundation in the shade Santa Fe. I love this foundation. It is such a good blurring foundation. Santa Fe might be a little too light for me because I did just finish tanning, but we'll go with it. We'll work with it. I'm gonna take a JH03 by Morphe and Jaclyn Hill. And we're gonna apply this in circular motions, buffing, blending. Oh, it's such a good foundation. And the nice thing is, if you guys wanna see how this foundation wears, you don't have to take my word for it. You can see the blog that I posted. I'll probably, I'm not sure if I'll post a blog before or after, but if I post a blog before, I will definitely link it here so you can see the longevity of this foundation. So the next thing I'm gonna do is cream, bronze, and contour. I'm gonna take my Wet n Wild contour stick in Call Me Maple and just kind of bronze up. I do need to color correct the foundation just a tiny bit, which means I'm gonna go in heavy with this stick because it's gonna help me give some color, some dimension to the foundation without having to totally change the color of the foundation. So you're welcome. I'm gonna just take this right up into the hairline, blending this out. I'm actually using the Makeup Shack T22 brush to help me blend this out. And then this, I'm gonna work behind the ear and down the chin to again help me blend into my tan. I did just tan a few minutes ago, and it'll keep developing throughout the day, so I'm not worried if my foundation looks super dark right now. All right, I'm just going to use a little bit of my contour shade, which is the LA Girl Pro Conceal in Beautiful Bronze right here, because I want to give myself some dimension. Yes, that's what I needed. That is what I needed. All right, so next, you guys guessed it, we are going to move on to concealer, but I kind of want to stop and do my brows for a second. I have been loving just a very simple brow moment with my Anastasia Brow Wiz. So what I'm going to do is just run it real quick through my brows, and then I will be back. All right guys, brows are done. That was oddly quick. So let's go on to our concealer. So for concealer, we're using a combination that I've used before. I don't try to play games when I'm traveling because you honestly have less time than you would normally to do your makeup when you're traveling because you're just so in the moment that you're like out and about, shopping, sightseeing, you know, lunching, breakfast, drinking, and pool, beach. So you have like 10 minutes to do your makeup, you know, and you obviously have to do your makeup, duh. You just can't. So we're using these guys today for our highlight and concealing combo. So to conceal, I'm gonna use my Clinique Even Better All Over Concealer in the shade Ivory. I'm gonna take just a little bit of this here where I need some reinforcement. And I've honestly been tempted to try there's like a sponge at the end, so we're going for it today. I'm just gonna push this into my inner corner with the sponge. I like it because it's like stiff enough to where it almost feels like your finger, but it's a sponge. So I can definitely see it blurring and pushing in. I've been super impressed by this concealer ever since I tried it here on camera for the first time with you guys. So go check this out. It's Clinique. It's really good for your skin as far as ingredients. It's not gonna have any crazy reaction. It's not gonna make you break out. So if you're someone that's sensitive but still wants to look full coverage or wants a really good everyday concealer that is full coverage, this is perfect. It's lightweight too. All right, so as we know, we're gonna go into our NARS Soft Matte Concealer, which was the reason why I fell in love with the foundation, is because this concealer is just so good. It's in a pot, it's creamy, it's blurring. If you've got pores, this is your solution. So we are going to take a Real Techniques blurring brush. This is the Luxe Crease Brush. And I'm just gonna go over that area a little bit to brighten it up. I use it in the shade Custard, which is a little lighter than what that Clinique concealer is, but it's just perfect for brightening and lifting, concealing. And I like to bring it all the way up to this cheekbone area to help further conceal. And again, these products just work so well together. There is no issue. So once I've laid it down with that brush, what I like to do is just take a sponge. I'm going to use my Hank & Henry sponge and just kind of push everything into each other. So what I'm going to do here is just use the JoJo powder combination. I just had to make more because I was running low. So this is two different colors of the Maybelline Fit Me Loose powder. It's the light and the fair. And then I also used a translucent RCMA powder to make this, which it's like a peachy pinky powder, which is perfect for my skin tone. And I love the way that they blend under the eye. It like melt into the skin, which is perfect. It's light, the color is perfect. This is like amazing. So I'm just gonna push this into the skin, make sure that it absorbs into the skin, working it, blending it. You don't ever just wanna put a bunch of powder on your skin and walk away. Even though it's considered baking, I still wanna work it into the skin and push it. That's what's gonna help blur everything and melt everything together. So what I'm gonna do is take a little bit of that powder and I'm going to use the square end of this Hank & Henry sponge and I'm just going to clean up a little under here as well as set. It's a pretty sunny, beautiful day, thank God. So I'm assuming that there's gonna be some heat, maybe a little bit of humidity later. So I'm just going to set myself for success. You get what I mean? All right guys, so while that is baking and doing its thing, I am going to do my eyes. So for my eyes, I'm actually using a brand new palette that I got in my BoxyCharm, and it is a Natasha Denona palette. This is the Natasha Denona Peak palette. And so it's got some matte shades for the most part, and then a shimmer shade, which is pretty. I'm gonna take this guy right here, which is called Thorn. And I'm gonna start working with that all over the crease. And I'm probably just gonna use that one and Aya, which is this guy here all over the lid. Again, very simple, everyday look, but I just wanna make sure that be cute or whatever. Taking a little bit of my P. Louise eye base on my ring finger. We're gonna warm that up between the two fingers, and then we are going to apply that light coat on the eyelids, just to kind of have something there to reinforce the colors. That's where we're at. Let's go into this with a nice fluffy brush. I'm gonna take the Makeup Shack T50 and we're gonna start working this. I'm excited because I have just one other Natasha Denona palette that I got in my gratis, and I liked it. I just don't know that it's for the season, but this looks pretty fall appropriate. So I'm gonna take that and we are going to work with that. I should actually use a smaller brush. I changed my mind. Let's use the JH34, which looks like this in comparison to this. That I'm gonna probably blend it out with, but let's go in with this brush here. Get rid of any excess. There looks like a lot of pigment there, and I don't want it to go too dark for a day look. And I'm actually just gonna lay this where I want it, and we'll blend out with the other brush and a totally different color. All right, working that right in that crease area. Yep. I'm glad we did that, because that would have been around that with a different color. So now that that is down, we are actually going to go in with that first brush that I showed you guys, and the shade, what is that called? Amhara, which is this guy right here. And we'll blend that out some. That way it's not such a loud, dark color for, what time is it? Like 9 o'clock in the morning? Yeah, 9 in the morning. So we're going to blend out, smoke out that shape. And I actually want to lift it up a little bit in the outer corner, just a tiny bit. I, for the most part, want to keep this pretty round, but you know what I mean? Like not so sharp, but like rounded, and then maybe flick it up in the outside. I hope that makes sense. Right, and then we are taking that shade that I mentioned first, which is that light bony shade, and we are putting that on the lid. Again, an all matte moment. I'm telling you guys, that's the vibe lately, is an all matte moment. All right guys, so now let's move on to some liner. For liner, I always travel with a black, a brown, and obviously my beige, but for today's look, I'm going to use the brown and just use the 24/7 Glide On pencil in the shade Demolition by Urban Decay right on the lash line. Perfect. I'm going to take a smudging brush and just kind of work that into the lash line. I don't want it to be super defined. I want it to be more of a smoke rather than super defined. Perfect. For mascara, I'm going to use my Huda Beauty Legit Lashes mascara. I am obsessed with the fact that there are two formulas in one mascara. This is like perfect. I like to use the curl and lengthen side when I'm using it with lashes, which we are today. Oof, this mascara is so good. Look at my lashes. Look at my lashes, people. So for lashes, we are using the Beauty Creation lashes in Hermosa. I love these lashes. They're so good for every day. All right, guys. So mascara and lashes are on. We are going to finish up this every day. Look, I'm so excited for it. Okay, so we're going to set this with our Charlotte Tilbury airbrush in medium 2, airbrush powder in medium 2. I'm going to use a fluffy brush. This is the JH01. I'm going to just dust off our other baking, and I'm going to just set everything all at once. This is just a nice step to help you clean up if you have any fallout with, let me tell you what, there is none with these powders, with these shadows, the Natasha Denona ones, they're so good. Next thing we're going to do is go into our contouring, bronzing situation. For that, we're going to use this guy right here. This is a pretty vulgar nesting face palette. So that palette I love, I've been absolutely obsessed with. We're gonna take the Sun-Kissed Snitch, which is right here, like a deeper bronze. And I'm gonna take that on my contour brush. This is the JH05.
And we're just going to re-emphasize and really carve out these cheekbones and the under chin jaw area. And then we're gonna use Glimmer of AB for our highlight. We're gonna put that right into that area where we did the highlighting shade for the concealers. And then right in between everything with an angled brush, we're gonna put our blush. I'm just gonna take both blushes, toggle back and forth, and just do a little bit of that in between everything to give some color to the cheeks. So I'm gonna be very honest with you guys. I typically don't like to do anything to my lower lash line because I feel like a lot of the times it can just really mess up your under eye area if you're putting sunglasses on, if you're just walking around with an everyday look. It's just harder because you don't have the smoke and the, you know. So what I'm gonna do is put a little bit of something underneath. I'm gonna use to do that, I'm gonna use this. I'm gonna put the same colors, toggle back and forth between the brown and that lighter color, and just brush something underneath here so it's not completely naked. I don't want to close the eye off. Boom, we did it. All right, for that inner corner highlight, we're gonna use that Dirty Vulgar palette and take some of that Glimmer of a Bee and just kind of pop that into the inner corner to brighten us up a little bit. And I like to drag it in through that inner tear duct. Boom. You guys should see my desk right now. I've like left everything out instead of cleaning as I go, which I typically do, just so that I can take all of this with me. So to the very least, I would be able to recreate this look on vacation. Just all right, guys, so this is the finished look right here. I had to bring together two lipsticks that I took way too long to do. I had to like reunite them. Not reunite them, but introduce them. So the lip liner, I used my NYX matte lip liner in the shade Maison to just kind of 90s lip line, a little darker than the nude. For the main nude lipstick, I used a Hank & Henry satin matte lip in the shade Lust. I'm loving this color. I'm loving the way that it wears. It is just such, I love it. And then over top of that, so that it would kind of be shimmery but not super glossy because my hair is gonna be down today, I brought out the Givenchy Street Rose lipstick. And I mean, they're so similar and like the way the products just really, yeah, this is gonna be me all weekend. I'm gonna live in this lip just because it's so good. But this is it for an everyday look. I will absolutely be taking all of these products to travel with me. If you want to know how they wore, watch the blog. I will link it above, absolutely. And then also subscribe to my channel, guys. If you haven't subscribed already, please do. I have a goal to get to 1,000 subscribers by 2021. We are working our way there consistently because of your support. So thank you so much. I really appreciate it. I gotta get going because it's gonna be a busy day, but I love you guys, bless you guys, and I will see you guys next time.